Lawyers for 54 Indonesian men awaiting trial on people smuggling offences in Victoria say a decision to refer one of their cases to the state's Court of Appeal may challenge Australia's Migration Act. The Chief Judge of Victoria's County Court made his decision after the defence lawyers argued the accused men hadn't broken any laws because they were helping asylum seekers who have rights under Australian law. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports from Melbourne.
Lawyers for the Indonesian men charged with people smuggling say they should have no case to answer. They argue asylum seekers have a legal right to seek refuge in Australia, so by assisting them, the accused people smugglers haven't broken any laws.
The argument that we're making is that genuine refugees who come to Australia, who seek asylum from persecution in their own countries and are then treated, have their claims assessed by the Australian authorities, actually have a lawful right to come here to do that.
In a landmark ruling, the Chief Judge of the County Court of Victoria, Michael Rosines, ordered the case of one of the accused to be reviewed by the Victorian Court of Appeal. The man's legal team says this will mean the court will test Australia's Migration Act.
It's really a question of law, not a question of policy or politics, but it will review a very important part of Australia's Migration Act, and that is this question of what the offence of people smuggling actually means in terms of proving that someone has a lawful right to come to Australia or not.
Laws introduced last year mean a mandatory 5-year jail term for anyone found guilty of aggravated people smuggling, which means 5 people or more. In Victoria, 54 people are awaiting trial on people smuggling charges, and nationwide there are 350 people. There are a backlog of cases from the Northern Territory which have been referred interstate for trial.
It'll be really significant whichever way it goes, because it will provide certainty to allow these trials to go ahead on a definite footing. If the answer is the answer that we hope for, then what it will mean is that the Commonwealth will have to look very carefully at many of the charges that they've laid to decide whether they can proceed with them or not.
The people smuggling laws were criticised in the Northern Territory Supreme Court this month by a judge who said they removed judicial discretion and could violate principles of international justice. The Commonwealth Office of Public Prosecutions was approached for comment but didn't respond. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Lateline.